In today's news, unite BVI to fund educational training. On power outages plague Jos Van Dyke, officials eye solution. Cabinet revenue impacted by amended act. The CFVI awards $110,000 in grant funds to non-profit organizations. And RDA provides update on TRELLIS Bay Welcome Center. Viewers, these and more stories when 284 News return.
Start the year off with more speed, more downloading, more savings, and more fire. CCT Fiber Internet gives you the speed you need to keep the whole family connected. Packages starting at $119 with speeds from 300 megabytes per second. Super fast, unlimited downloads, even more reliable connectivity, plus free live streaming TV for the family to enjoy. Sign up for the absolute best fiber internet service in the BVI, CCT Fire, and pay no installation fee. Plus, get CCT Live TV for free. You deserve more. Get more with CCT. Life Unlimited.
Yo, everything good there?
Bye. This thing got me one way that day.
What you mean?
Ever since I hook up with this thing, I can't eat, I can't sleep. This is the first thing I touch it when I reach home.
What you really? Hey, this ain't like you, know?
Dad, this thing got me staying home, keeping out of trouble me.
Wow. What your name is?
Shit. I talking about my CCT life.
Don't worry about missing your favorite series, sports, news, and local programming. Come to CCT today and sign up for CCT Live to access over 80 channels. CCT Live. Bring it home.
1 month free trial turn into 5. 5 months turn into, well, you know I watching ball. I been watching football. Dad, Nickelodeon, Paw Patrol. I am hooked. Hook, I tell you.
Welcome viewers to the Wednesday, January 24th, 2024 edition of 284 News. I am Kamal Haynes, bringing you the latest out of the British Virgin Islands. Leading today's news, a memorandum of understanding signed between leading non-profit organization Unite BVI and the government of the Virgin Islands has sought to strengthen 3 pivotal areas. But these include infrastructure, training and development, and resources. Our Minister for Education, Honorable Shari De Castro, spoke on the training teachers will receive at a teacher certificate program at the University of the Virgin Islands in partnership with the H. Lavity Stout Community College.
Firstly, in a landmark development supported by Unite BVI, just this month, a cohort of secondary teachers holding content-only degrees embarked on a journey of transformative education themselves. They have begun a secondary certificate in education program at the University of the Virgin Islands in collaboration with the H. Lavity Stout Community College. This initiative represents our commitment to providing opportunities to strengthen and enrich the pedagogical and instructional prowess of our educators, ultimately by ensuring that they are equipped with the skills necessary to nurture the minds of our leaders. We have some of the representatives of the cohort here today. Please give them a round of applause for taking the opportunity to enroll in this amazing initiative funded by Unite BVI.
Additionally, the government will also receive needed resources to successfully continue with its STEAM initiative.
The second project that has already started, Unite BVI agreed to partner with us to move Virgin Islands education full steam ahead. Thus, they have procured much needed STEAM resources for our schools to be able to ensure that we are able to put forth our robotics, coding, engineering, and artificial intelligence courses. These tools, we believe, will foster the creative skills, spark the curiosity, and ultimately ignite the creativity of our students. So let's give them a round of applause once again for the provision of resources.
Moving on, viewers, on Thursday, January 18th, 284 Media joined local officials and community members on the island of Jos Van Dyke for the official opening of the Jos Van Dyke Primary School. with the assigned team arrived on the 10 a.m. ferry, anticipating the event scheduled for 11 a.m. that morning. But shortly after disembarking, the team learned from residents that the island was once again facing a power outage. Residents expressed their frustration about the inconvenience, loss of goods, and productivity interruptions caused by the outage, but they were reluctant to voice these concerns on camera. Rojaka Woodard filed this report.
While the hum of generators could be heard emanating from various homes and businesses, the team found the newly built multi-purpose facility housing the Jos van Dijk Primary School in darkness. They were later informed that the morning ceremony had been postponed to later in the day due to the power outage. Making the most of the daylight streaming into their new home, the students and teachers persevered in their studies. However, the preschool, located in an interior room without outdoor reaching windows, experienced total darkness. District Representative Melvin M. Turnbull, who spent most of the day on the island, reflected on the situation during his remarks at the opening ceremony in the afternoon, acknowledging the ongoing efforts to resolve the power outage issue.
But today is a beautiful day. I know we were supposed to start earlier due to some issues that I know the Minister for Communication and Works is working tirelessly on fixing the power situation here. You know, I had to trick that in, Minister. I wish you would over here from 10 o'clock with me to experience what it is to be without power for so long. But your team is working on getting it. I saw the cable come over on the badge, so I am grateful for that. To be established.
Official confirmation of a fault in the JVD undersea power cable came in September 2023. Between September 18th, 2023 and January 18th, 2024, Tuit4 Media received 13 confirmed reports of power outages in JVD. Dr. Neil Smith, the general manager of BVIEC, reflected on the prevailing situation during a recent interview with Tuit4 Media, stating that materials had already been secured to resolve the issue.
What happened is that there's a subsea cable that goes from Capone's Bay to Jos van Dijk, and that developed a fault. The public might recall or know that subsea cable is on the North Shore, which is exposed to a lot of wave action. And so when we examine it, we recognize that there was a lot of damage on that cable due to excessive wave action. That we believe is the primary cause for the fault that developed on it. We have now sourced, and the final bit of material should be here on Wednesday. That we'll need to correct that problem, and based on our commitment to the public, it is our intent, unless sea conditions prevent us from doing so, of having that subsea cable fixed before Christmas of this year.
Chaswell Varlak, generation engineer for BVIEC, informed Tuit4 Media that some of the outages experienced were routine shutdowns of the system, allowing BVIEC to conduct necessary maintenance on the generator currently powering the island.
So we had some challenges with the generator in the beginning. But essentially, every 250 hours, just about 10 days, we have to take a unit off, which means the whole island will be out of power at that time to conduct the maintenance on the generator. The generator being a high-speed unit operating on base load, they had to reduce the intervals down to 250 hours for the maintenance on the unit. So that is why that you have such frequent power outages on Jos van Dijk.
Operations Manager Otley Reimer provided additional insight into the prevailing situation.
Well, on a daily basis, we have like a local residents over there, working with us, checking it, making sure they have enough fuel, transferring fuel from one tank to the other generator. And then we have our local team go over at least 3 times a week to top up the fuel tanks over there to ensure the engines continuously run. And most of the outages is when we do maintenance, pretty much. We have 1 or 2 hiccups. Those engines are based, they are like standby generator. They're not designed to run 24/7. So with that, we have a few hiccups, but we are on top of the majority of the maintenance, but still things happen.
Jaka Wooding, Tuit4 News.
The BVI Business Companies Act 2022 has dealt the Cabinet Office a financial blow since coming into force, significantly impacting its annual revenue, with the office collecting $170,000 less in fees in 2023 when compared to 2021. Well, this is according to the information presented by Cabinet Secretary Sandra Ward during the Standing Finance Committee deliberations late last year. Ward highlighted concerning trends in the fee collection at the Cabinet Office, attributing the decline to both historical factors and recent legislative changes. She said the impact of the BVI Business Companies Act 2022, which came into effect in July of the same year, has been particularly pronounced, affecting the office's ability to generate revenue. During her presentation, the CS underscored the challenges faced by the Cabinet Office in fee collection over the past years, with a notable exasperation of the enactment or following the enactment of the aforementioned legislation. The BVI Business Companies Act 2022 introduced new residency rules for liquidations, significantly limiting the pool of available liquidators for companies undergoing the liquidation process. Well, explaining the repercussions of the act, the CS noted that the decline in the number of eligible liquidators has substantially impacted fee collection, as a significant portion of the fees traditionally stemmed from liquidation notices. But this legislative shift has forced the Cabinet Office to grapple with the reduced revenue streams. Providing specific figures, the Ward revealed that the year 2023, the Cabinet Office had collected $226,468. In comparison, the total for 2022 amounted to $300,342, and in 2021 it stood at $396,925. With a stark decline in revenue over the years, coupled with the recent legislative changes, underscores the financial challenges faced by the Cabinet Office. Our viewers, up next we bring more local news.
One Stop Auto, located in the R&R Malone Complex, Parkwood Pond, is having a huge liquidation sale on all inventory, excluding vehicles and genuine Toyota and Lexus parts. Get no less than 50% off all items on shelves and inventory room. Items such as car covers, steering wheel covers, wipers, sealants, chemicals, emergency cones, adhesives, license plates frames, air filters, oil filters, front brakes, rear brakes, front rotors, rear rotors, radiators, shocks, and much more. A specific listing of all makes and models for which parts are available at liquidation prices will be posted on our Facebook page. Some claim that the age of a true gentleman is far behind us, but here at 284 Media, we disagree. He may appear in different guises today, but the values and ideals that make him a gent still stand. 284 Media proudly presents The Art of a Distinguished Gentleman with yours truly, Ron Grant, a show poised to help guide modern-day men into 21st century distinguished gentlemen. Don't worry, it's not all about suits and bow ties, but raw, real-life lessons that translate to grounded, community-minded, well-rounded men. The Art of a Distinguished Gentleman, Season 5, a 284 Media production.
Welcome back, viewers. The Community Foundation of the Virgin Islands has announced that $110,000 in grants from the popular VI Community Fund has been awarded to organizations that provide direct services in one or more of the grants focus areas, such as youth programs, entrepreneurship, and or environmental protection. Grants of $10,000 each went to 9 nonprofit organizations in the United States Virgin Islands, and a $20,000 grant was awarded to the Youth Empowerment Project in Tortola. Ron Grant has more.
Caribbean Museum for the Arts is using the funding to continue to connect students with arts from around the globe, fostering inspiration and engagement through its Artist in Residence program. Coral Oceanic Restoration Education Foundation received a grant to train and educate youth on St. John through a coral nursery program, which will focus on how to build, clean, and maintain the coral nursery, education of corals, diseases, invasive species, and environmental impacts. how to maintain databases, and any additional dive training certifications needed to complete the coral nursery work. Grace Ministries received grant funding to provide a program with ongoing support for community children by assisting them with homework, providing access to computers and printing, and assisting with school projects. The program will also work to foster financial literacy and environmental awareness through field trips and various projects. Nana Baby Children's Home received grant funding to build a therapeutic garden to provide an outlet where children can learn new skills by planting seeds, gardening, harvesting food, and learning about sustainable living. In addition, the garden will help children develop social skills, manage their mental health, and spend quality time with other residents. Rotary Club of St. Thomas East Eco is using the funding to enhance the original Arbitrum established in 2005 on the Ivana Eudorican High School campus. The project will focus on repairing and updating the site and creating an outdoor classroom space where students can engage in tree research and become tour guides. St. Thomas Swimming Association is using the funding to provide 500 swimming lessons for children ages 4 to 18 old. Learning this crucial skill will decrease their risk of injury, provide lifelong recreational opportunities, and open up future careers in the marine industry. United Jazz Foundation received grant funding to support an after-school initiative for junior and high school students with a focus on using music as a tool to enhance students' skills, including music writing, notation skills, and the ability to express personal stories through their craft in a professional recording environment and public space. The Youth Empowerment Project in the British Virgin Islands is using the funding to support an innovative model of youth workforce development in the BVI with a focus on hospitality industry. Youth ages 15 to 18 will be selected for paid internships as youth counselors, participate in seminars that develop soft skills, be introduced to the hospitality industry, and be mentored by industry professionals. In partnership with CFVI, Popular Inc. established the Popular VI Community Fund at CFVI with an initial donation of $100,000 in 2022. This initiative focuses on the well-being of the communities that Popular serves on St. Thomas, St. Croix, St. John, Water Island, and Tortola. They said, and I quote, "The purpose of the fund is to support the philanthropic interest of Popular and its employees in the U.S. and British Virgin Islands, specifically to enhance services from non-profit organizations that are focused on youth education and economic empowerment, such as vocational training and employment support, or environmental projects."
Recent testimony by the Virgin Islands Recovery and Development Agency during the deliberations of the Standing Finance Committee provided insights into how things are proceeding with the TRELLIS Bail Welcome Center project, where RDA is developing the multi-phase initiative alongside the BVI Tourist Board. Phase 1 entails constructing the Welcome Center facility itself. According to the RDA, the building will house visitor welcome services and restrooms for travelers coming through Trellis Bay from the sister islands, where the project aims to upgrade the gateway experience for those arriving to the BVI by sea through Trellis Bay. Providing much needed amenities, the facility will provide an enhanced entry point for visitors. The RDA's most recently published monthly report dated October 2023, it provided an update on the project saying, and I quote, "Planning continued for the Trellis Bay Welcome Center project involving the reconstruction of an upgraded welcome center near the docks at the Trellis Bay to facilitate a comfortable space for persons traveling to other islands. Once the scope of works and full TCP approvals have been finalized, the project will proceed to procurement," end quote. But RDA confirmed to the Standing Finance Committee that Town and Country Planning had granted approval for Phase 1, paving the way for the tendering process. With a reported budget of $128,000 from the Tourist Board at the time of the deliberations, the RDA said that it is expected to initiate contractor bidding within weeks. It also reveals that there was $47,000 remaining from $50,000 that was transferred from the BVI Tourist Board towards the airport development project, and that these monies would also be earmarked for the Welcome Center project. But the project's total budget, as told to the SFC, is estimated to be about $180,000. The BVI Investment and Trade Authority has announced it will be holding an information session on February 28, 2024 for investment entities subject to reporting requirements under the Common Reporting Standards, where the seminar invites those appointed to fulfill the CRS obligations through the BVI FARS portal to submit questions and concerns by February 2nd, where the ITA aims to address issues entities have encountered over the years. The session will be tailored around submitted questions to meet stakeholders' needs. A detailed agenda will be provided once questions are received. The ITA acknowledged navigating the complexities of reporting standards can be challenging, but the seminar provides an opportunity to assist entities in achieving CRS compliance. For those interested, can email info@bviita.vg with the subject question for investment entity seminar. Well, up next, viewers, more local news, and we dive into some sporting action as well as a regional story.
Start the year off with more speed, more downloading, more savings, and more fire. CCT Fiber Internet gives you the speed you need to keep the whole family connected. Packages starting at $119 with speeds from 300 megabytes per second, super fast, unlimited downloads, even more reliable connectivity, plus free live streaming TV for the family to enjoy. Sign up for the absolute best fiber internet service in the BVI, CCT Fire, and pay no installation fee. Plus, get CCT Live TV for free. You deserve more. Get more with CCT. Life Unlimited.
Today, I am doing coral treatments with Beyond the Reef. Today, we are doing shark research. So today, we are doing whale research with Beyond the Reef. And wherever I go, I take CCT with me because my life is unlimited.
Welcome back, viewers. The first ever Caribbean Baking Awards will be held on Friday, February 16th and Saturday, February 17th in the Virgin Islands. Organizers of the event, Mr. and Mrs. Craig and Shanda Glasgow, spoke about the event and how it came about.
I've been working on this for a year, and when I did the culinary at the HLSCC, I believe the amount of work that goes into what bakers do needs to be recognized. Sorry. And I decided to bring not just the bakers in the culinary community from the British Virgin Islands, but together, as we say, we're stronger together. Yes. We're all one people. So joining the Caribbean was a plus for me because I do have friends and family that does baking throughout the Caribbean. And we share a lot of the same stories together when we talk to each other or message each other. And I'm like, why don't I just, bring everybody together, see what really baking in the Caribbean is about, and it's about culture. So beautiful. Each Caribbean island has their different culture, and we all do things differently. So the beauty of it is just bringing everybody together to showcase what we can do.
Mr. Glasgow said he hopes that the viewing public grasps the sacrifice and level of preparation it takes to create culinary masterpieces at the end of the show.
We want people to see that it's not just, okay, I order a cake and presto, it happens. It goes, sometimes this cake takes days and stuff like that, because I'm married to a baker, so I know. So and
you're right there helping.
Yeah, because sometimes he falls asleep and leaves me right there in the kitchen.
This is like sleepless nights sometimes, and they're not recognized because everybody thinks it's okay. It's just like pop.
Yeah.
You know, I can just get you this for that amount of money. And this is all across the region. If you get the feedback from everybody.
Yes, they're all saying the same thing.
And like I said, the initiative that she took, I'm very impressed actually, because I have heard the long span, like who she's been speaking to and all these different things.
The journey of getting to the actual wonderful.
To put it together. So
beautiful.
It's gonna be something memorable, and it's gonna be annual.
Yes.
Because like I said, we have other people already scheduled to come for 2025.
Yeah.
Additionally, the couple spoke about the high level of interest the event has garnered both regionally and internationally. And moving on to some sporting news, viewers, in a dazzling debut, British Virgin Islands' own Demoy Hodge left an indelible mark on the NBA G League as he delivered a stellar performance, contributing 21 points to guide his Rip City Remates to a commanding 118-95 victory over G League Ignite on Monday. But the Chili's center bore witness to Hodges' impressive debut in his new colors, with the City Remit City dominating from the onset in their third matchup of the season against G League Ignite. The Remates outscored Ignite by 10 points in the first quarter and maintained their lead throughout the game, reaching a peak advantage of 32 points in the third quarter. Rip City's Antoine Davis, inconsistent in his scoring prowess, notched his fifth 20-plus point game of the regular season with a formidable 22-point performance. However, it was the debutant Demoy Hodge who stole the spotlight with his 21 points and 4 steals, immediately making his presence felt on the court. Alex Reese, coming off the bench, added to the firepower with an impressive 19 points, 5 rebounds, and a crucial block. Well, let's take a look at some of Demoy's highlights.
With Atlanta. Agans into the lane, finding Demoy Hodge, the newest remix edition. Welcome to Rip City, Mr. Hodge.
Felt right away here today. 15 first half points to lead all scorers. He's also knocked down 3 3-pointers in this one as well. Oh, Agans is starting to lose it as he was getting downhill, but will be credited for the steal and the assist.
Hodge is down there to lay it in. The player pool. Remix adding 2 new backcourt guys. Demoy Hodge filling it up from downtown. Conda keeping it alive. Weems, a no-look pass to Hodge.
What a find, Romeo Weems.
360 career games. Here's Hodge on the steal.
Hodge also spoke to the media after his performance on how it felt to rep the Rip City Remits for the first time.
It felt good. I mean, coming here, coaches had confidence in me. They always tell me shoot the ball, have your confidence, and have fun. So going into the game was just having the mindset of getting my open shots, getting to my spots, and taking the shots to give me.
Hey, Rip City played against you when you were a member of South Bay, and then eventually you were acquired here to the Remix via trade. How did you find out that you'd be coming here to Rip City?
My agent called me and told me that Portland was highly on me and stuff like that. So we just talked. I mean, the head coach called my phone. We talked for like a couple hour or two, just talking about like how the system and stuff like that. I mean, and the way he was talking, it just felt comfortable. It felt like I could make this my home. So, I mean, that's how it went.
What's it like coming in recent days, getting acquired by this team, and then just being able to come right in and establish yourself and who you are as a player? Obviously, you're really impressive defensively, but you were the best shooter from a percentage standpoint from beyond the arc in the SEC when you were at Missouri as well. How is it just being able to come in and plug and play and just do your thing?
I mean, it feels good. I mean, just playing basketball, I mean, coach called a set for me. I mean, got me my spots, but it was just more confidence in practice. The teammates, they keep telling me they're going to come to me, keep on giving me open shots. So just the confidence they instill in me brought it out here on the court. So I just felt good.
Hodges' remarkable debut not only added a new dimension to the Remix's offensive prowess, but also hinted at a promising future for the BVI Lander in the NBA G League. As the season unfolds, fans eagerly anticipate more standout performances from Hodge and the Rip City Remix, who are in 6th position in the G League's Western Conference, just 2 wins behind Hodges' former team, the South Bay Lakers. The Rip City Remates will face G League Ignite once again tonight at around 10 p.m. BVI time. The Caribbean Examinations Council has signed a 4-year memorandum of understanding with the Commonwealth of Learning to collaborate on distance education and building teaching capacity in the region. The virtual signing ceremony was held on January 16, 2024, and CXC was represented by Deputy CEO Dr. Eduardo Ali, Special Advisor Doris McKernan, and other executives with COL. Signatories include President and CEO Professor Peter Scott. In his remark, Dr. Ali expressed enthusiasm for the partnership, noting it resonates with CXC's strategic repositioning and mission to deliver and develop Caribbean citizens for global success. Professor Scott stated that the collaboration will strive to create innovative learning opportunities and empower individuals to re-engage in education and acquire new skills. The MOU focuses on supporting CXC's Professional Learning Institute for Teacher Development, developing a Caribbean micro-credentialing framework, and facilitating access to CAL's open education resources and courses. CXC and CAL will jointly offer professional development courses to build teacher capacity in the region. The partnership enables knowledge sharing and collaboration between the organizations. Viewers, that's all we have for today's news roundup. Be sure to follow us for daily news updates at 284media.com and like us on Facebook at 284media and 284BVI on Instagram and Twitter. I'm Kamal Haynes, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Have a safe and enjoyable evening. Goodbye.